Following the recent coup in the neighboring countries, Nigeria have called on African leaders to see the coup as a note of warning. Residents in Abuja told Galaxy Television that African leaders are not doing what they expected in terms of security and welfare, adding that if the leaders do not deliver on their promises, there could be more coups. They also said the politicians should stop corruption and squandering of the nation's wealth to enable democracy work on the continent. They also noted that President Tinubu must take lessons on legitimacy and good governance from what is happening in the neighboring countries.
Of instability in the governance, and when everything is not stable, you can as well as share that. So all the economic activities in the country will become destabilized. So that is what I can just say.
It's a government of the people, by the people, for the people. But what has democracy turned to in Africa? Democracy in Africa has turned to government of the few, for the few, by just the politicians.
At some point we were settled with democracy, but because of the way things are going, I don't know whether because of what happened in 2020, this COVID, that turned everything upside down. A common man cannot feed. So when somebody is pressed, like you are standing like this, if you are pressed to the wall, what will you do? Is it not to come out and push back?
To avert the ugly trend, they said resolution of the challenges must be a collective effort to prioritize peace, stability and governance in the continent. They also said African countries must work together to safeguard democratic principles, address grievances and promote inclusive societies, saying only by doing that can they be able to break the cycle of chaos and ensure a better future for all Africans. They also called on politicians to brace up in delivering the dividends of democracy to the people.
Major thing is good leadership. When there's a trust in the leadership, everything will be under control and there will be confidence in the democracy. For the fact that coup has become the order of the day now is an indication that we have a bad leadership. They don't have a people-oriented program.
I think to avert what has happened in Niger, Gabon, in Nigeria, to avert it or put an end to it all over Africa, our politicians should brace up and deliver the dividend of democracy to people.
So by the time African leaders are not doing what they are supposed to do, taking care of the masses, security is one, them feeding the masses, doing all the things they're supposed to do, you'll find out they will be cool. Almost everywhere, I said it before.